Aquarius, hi, welcome to your June 2025 reading. This is for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and a strong placement in your birth chart for the sign of Aquarius. Crosswatchers, you are welcome here. If you are interested in an Aquarius, please try to remember that these are for the collective, so they are general readings. So please check your other placements and other Aquarius readings on this channel. Take what resonates for you there. Leave the rest for someone else who may need those specific messages, okay? Energies can be interchangeable, meaning vice versa. So please use your discretion to put those energies where they best fit in your specific situations, okay? Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a high vibrational comment. I love to hear from you. It helps my channel out greatly, and I appreciate all the love and support this far. All right, Aquarius, all of that being said, let's get right into this. You know how I do my monthly readings here. So, yeah. Anybody new here, welcome. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, and I will answer them for you as soon as I can. But all of that being said, Aquarius, let's get right into this. For Aquarius, June 2025, please. Ooh, okay. All right. So you have time for a nap. Thinker. So there's some things that you've been thinking about here. Exchanging gifts. Blessed. And building blocks. So there is some things that you need to build stronger foundations on here, okay? You're taking the time, you're resting, recouping, you're thinking, you're making exchange of gifts, whether that be actual gifts or it's energy. You are blessed, but I think that you don't know it. You have a hard time seeing the blessings that you have, even the small ones. But it's time to build. It's time to build that foundation. To the sea. At the bottom of the deck is fork in the road. So there is decisions that need to be made here. And you want to know why. Like, why are these decisions so hard for you to make here? All right. Let's get some cosmic insight. See what else might be coming in for you. For Aquarius, June 2025, please. All right, someone else. Someone is in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. Okay, so Aquarius, you have someone who is trying to put themselves in between you and a previous engagement here. So it could be someone else that you've been having a relationship with, and there's someone that is trying to be bold and put themselves in the middle. Liar, be careful, okay? Of someone being sneaky right here beside that someone else. So Aquarius, the question is, who do you have that is trying to intervene in something that you have previously that is trying to come in and sabotage what you have going on with someone else here? Moving, change of residence, moving in with your partner. So see, you do have a partner, but you have someone who is trying to willingly interject and put themselves in the situation that you have with this person. Okay? Could it be because you got someone pregnant? Okay. Pregnancy. Someone is expecting. Now, as a reader myself, I do not deal with pregnancy, but it came up, so I'll put it out there. But I'm also going to tell you that it could be just nurturing and growing, you know, ideas, things like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be an actual pregnancy, but for some of you, it most probably is. And boy, Aquarius, if you have a partner and you have someone in the middle and someone's lying about the shit, and you have someone else that is not your partner that is pregnant, Lord, you better pray. All right, let's get some messages from your spirit guides, what they want you to kind of focus on for the month of June here. All right, Aquarius. Okay. When it feels right, do it. Spirit healers and helpers are with you. So, Aquarius, you may have people in this dimension and in the spirit realms that are coming in to help heal you. You have to learn to be able to tell the difference between what is what here. Anything else, please? All right. It isn't about being right. It's about doing the right thing. Aquarius, if you're having a hard time and you just want to be right, it ain't about being right. It's about doing what is right, doing the right thing. All right. This is in no way, shape, or form a romance reading, a love reading, but we always do a romance angel because we like to know how your relationship is going to go for the month of June. And if anything comes up in the tarot, of course we discuss. You know how I do. All right, Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius and their person for the month of June 2025? What do we need to know? Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Huh. Anything else? Oh. Trust. Okay, so you have deception that comes up, okay, which is letting me know. I'm going to take this one because it was the first one that came out. I will show you these. Unrecruited love and worth waiting for. So it's a mixed bag. Some of you, there's deception, and the person, you, being you, showing the deception, want your person to trust in this relationship. And then you just have feelings aren't mutual, but worth waiting for. So again, that plays in with the deception here. But this is the other card that is coming out here. Bottom of the deck is past life relationships. So you most probably dealt with this person before in just really doing the karmic cycle here because lessons weren't learned. So trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay, so this is the tricky part, Aquarius, because you haven't let this person know who you really are to the core of your being. There's been a lot of, false advertising. There's been a lot of back and forth just to cover up who you were because you didn't know if they would accept you for who you are. But you're asking them to trust, but you are giving them reason to not trust. Okay? Keep that in mind. All right. Two more. Okay, I hate when my cards flip in my deck like that. It bothers me. All right, for Aquarius, for the month of June, what's poppin'? Okay, you have the Six of Swords in the reverse. Aquarius energy. You have the Ace of Pentacles, Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Virgo energy. The Three of Cups, there is that deceit. There is that lying. There is that person that is involving themselves in something that you have with a whole ass other partner. Somebody is interfering. And I hate to say this, some of you have actually gotten someone else pregnant and you have a full ass relationship with somebody else. Good luck. Justice, Libra energy. The King of Wands, Leo energy. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. Oh, the Nine of Cups. The Seven of Swords, deception again, sneaky behavior. Tower. Scorpio, death energy here. Oh, Aquarius, what on earth? Okay. So pretty much like this is the one that comes out, that Nine of Cups, that wish fulfilled, this contentment, this satisfaction, this happiness with your life. Yeah, you do have a wish fulfilled here, but you lying about it. You know, you lying about what makes you happy. You're lying about, you know, the betrayals that you caused. You didn't cause betrayals. You didn't do nothing. And we're not going to let this Tower moment, you know, this sudden change prevent anything from getting in the way of this transformation and these endings that bring in new beginnings here, okay? That bring in new starts and new cycles, but initially ending those hard cycles here, okay? But it's the sudden, the fast action of this Tower that is coming. And it's coming because of the sneaky behavior and the betrayals and the angry, you know, back and forth. Because initially, at the end of the day, you do have a wish fulfilled here. And you do know that. But there's just some other things that are kind of mucking stuff up for you that, you know, aren't meshing well. All right. All right, so let's get clarity on this Nine of Cups in the overall. Thank you. The Three of Wands. Yeah. You have waited a very long time for this wish to come true. And I think for some of you, it's just kind of been blocked by this deceit and this other, you know, not knowing who you are, what it is that you kind of want. But now you're waiting. You're waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for things to fall into place here. All right. Not too overly concerned with the Tower and this, but being that deception kind of came up twice, tell me about the Seven of Swords in the overall, please. Yeah, you were being deceitful about wanting to start something new, build a foundation with somebody, and it causes you anxiety and stress here. All right. Clarify the Six of Swords in reverse. Oh, wait, I didn't even go through any of this. I was so focused on this over here. Okay, so there is a personal transformation here. There is some self-growth here, but the resistance to change, which is why that Six of Swords is in the reverse. So instead of moving yourself away from some of the things that cause conflict, misunderstandings, you're kind of staying in the thick of it, okay? And it's causing you a lot of emotional baggage here. Again, Ace of Pentacles, there is new beginnings here. There is new offers, new opportunities that you want for yourself and that you want to reach out for someone else here. But with that Eight of Pentacles in reverse, there's a lack of self-development here, a lack of self-growth. Not really learning the karmic lessons that you needed to, and not putting in the work to rise above. So there's no motivation here whatsoever. But there are friendships and collaborations that are kind of being brought in here that kind of gives you some level of happiness here. Not overall happiness, because it's not the happiness that you're seeking, because the happiness you're seeking is with somebody that you've been dealing with here. But justice is coming back in. Okay, so judgment has been cast. Now justice is coming in to clean up the mess, to make things fair, to get that truth and that clarity out so that balance can be restored and equality can come back into the situation. If you are the one who caused some damage here, it is going to tip in the favor of who you did wrong, or vice versa. But the bottom line is, and the point is that there will be balance restored and things will become fair. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo here. But whoever this is, whether it's you or someone else, they are standing in their power, their action, their movement, they are doing the things that they need to do. They see the bigger picture. They know what is, okay? And they are overcoming the things that you were throwing at them one by one, little by little. Whether that is reciprocating energy that you were giving out, or if they're building on this building blocks that you have up here to maintain. They're very focused with what it is that they're doing, okay? Now, clarify that Eight of Swords in reverse. Please and thank you. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, the reason that you're not going away from this is because you love this person. Whoever it is that you're dealing with, the Ace of Cups, you want this person. You want to make this offer of love to this person. Aquarius, there might be waves and towers and transformations and change and all these things, but it doesn't change the fact that you fucked around and you fell in love with this person. Like on a very, very deep level. Very deep level here. You have two aces up here, so signifying new, rekindling something. Tell me about this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, please. The Seven of Wands. Yeah, you're standing in defense. You are defending everything left, right, front, and center, baby, because you don't want to be seen as deception and sneaky and lying and doing the things that you're not supposed to be doing. So you're defending it. Everything that you got going on, you're defending. For better or for worse. That is just what you're doing. You were standing your ground. You were defending. And you are, you know, the King of Swords in reverse, Aquarius energy, my darling. You're showing up in your own reading, but you're showing up in a very manipulative, a very cold-hearted, very cutthroat kind of energy here. In that defense of what it is that you're not learning and doing and all that kind of thing. Ooh, tisk tisk. Three of Cups. The Two of Cups. Oh, wait. Yeah, the Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, things are just out of balance. Things are off kilter. Like, there's some issues here. Because like I said, you were seeking the happiness in people that aren't this person that you are connected with, this partnership that is kind of on shaky grounds, okay? And things need to kind of change so that this new stuff can come in. But at the end of the day, whatever game it is that you're playing has this partnership kind of on the fritz. And it could very well be your cold detached energy too. Yeah, see, you may feel like that partnership is on its head. But at the end of the day, Aquarius, this is your person. This is the mother lode for you. The Empress is the mother card of the whole tarot deck. Warm, grounded, loving, nurturing, stable, all of that. Calming. Okay? You subconsciously, this is what it is for you. You know that it is what it is. But you let your thought process make you feel like there's troubled waters. All right, clarify, Justice. The King of Pentacles. Again, there's that stability, bringing that balance back in so that stability and warmth and like this is one of the warmest cards in the deck. The King and Queen of Pentacles, grounded, warm, loving, generous, okay? But really okay to kind of stand on their own and do the things that they need to do to be protector, to be, okay in it. So you have the King of Swords, King of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. So there's a lot going on here. So you could be ready to evolve so that you can be that provider, that protector, and have the passion and drive to do it. Depends on how you look at it. Clarify the King of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, stability. Focusing on the stability to build the things up that you want to build. The connections, the businesses, whatever it is that you have going on. You want strong foundation here. So you're putting action and movement on worrying about your stability, you being grounded in center, you doing the things that you need to do for yourself so that when the time is right, that you have something to offer someone else. And you do it willingly with no strings attached kind of thing. All right. So I was using the dark mirror for my closing of my oracle cards, but reading through, I'm not going to do that. So we will have to go dark at another time. So we are just going to use the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. And we're going to see what we can see here for you, Aquarius, okay? Do one more. All right. For Aquarius, please. Sage. Okay, be devoted and committed. All right, so let's just go here in the front because if not, I'm going to be looking all over for it. Probably going to be looking all over for it any damn way, but it's good. All right, so Sage. Be willing to go the whole road and back again. This will allow you to be the best you can possibly be, okay? Devotion is a powerful energy. Right now, angels and ancestors want to acknowledge how committed you are to your growth. Your continued dedication to this aspect of your life has been recognized, and your understanding that you are not only a body, but also a soul is all you need to continue growing and expanding. The energy of oneness is offering itself to you now, and it's important you take some time to integrate it all so that you can be supported and guided by it. This is what the divine wants for you. Make a note of experiences or teachers making themselves known to you at this time, because you are going to share those teachings one day. All right, so again, you're being devoted and committed to things that are bigger than yourself here, Aquarius, and you need to step into that, okay? All right, my darlings, that is what I have for you. I hope this helps. Please like, share, and subscribe. And like always, I will see you in the next.